Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy PADDA, man. Today, some big news. I know I haven't uploaded a video in a while, but I'm going to come back. Apparently, the Blackhawks have officially fired Luke Richardson. Andrew Sorson will be the interim head coach. And, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I actually feel pretty good about this. I don't think Luke Richardson was a good coach. And it's so weird because, honestly, man, I liked Luke Richardson in the beginning when we hired him. And I think we hired him back in, I think it's when we fired Luke Colton, and then we had, King, and then I think we hired him the following season. I'm pretty sure this was, I don't know, I think it was the season that we got Bedard, that year. So he's been here, for 3 seasons, and we fired him. So this is what Kyle Davidson said. Today I made the difficult decision to move on from Luke as our head coach. We thank him for his as we're going to take several in our rebuilding process. We thought the results did not match our expectations for high-level execution. Yeah. I'm not going to lie, I didn't think Luke Richardson was the coach for this team, if I'm being honest. But that doesn't mean that he's the one to blame. The one to blame this season. It's been a very disappointing season, and I'm a big Chicago fan. I understand that we're still rebuilding, right? We're not going to make the playoffs, but I had high hopes for this team coming into this season. I thought that this season we would do a lot better than what we're doing right now. And honestly, man, we've had so many shit games where the effort is just not there. And to me, that comes down to coaching, right? There's so many times where you look at the lines. Let's go to NHL lineup right now. There's so many times where you look at the lineups, right? And I just feel like the lineups for us especially just have not been good. To me, I think we had Luke Reichel on the 4th line. We scratched him. Why is Lucas Reichel playing with Patrick Maroon and Craig Smith, right? That doesn't make any sense. I get that Luke Reichel has struggled this season. Don't get me wrong. But how is a player supposed to play better when you're playing with 2 bums, right? Connor Bedard, honestly, he struggled this season. He's going through the sophomore slump, and he needs to play better. But I don't know why you take away Kursev and Bedard. They've had such good chemistry last season. Why won't you redevelop? Why are you splitting them up? I don't. It doesn't make sense to me that you're splitting up Kursev and Bedard. And I get it. You're probably like, oh, well, Luke Richardson probably wants it to be a balanced team. Guys, we suck. We suck ass. Just let us have fun. I don't understand why we're having, we're not winning games. You might as well put these guys together and let them score some points. I don't understand this concept, right? It should be Taylor Hall, Bedard, and Kursev. The second line should be Teravainen, Bertuzzi, and Donato, and then, everything else. Bertuzzi's been pretty mid this season, I'm not going to lie. He's been pretty shit. I've been pretty disappointed by Bertuzzi. Teravainen's been whatever, but I don't know, man. Defensively, I don't know, man. The team just sucks, and, if I'm being honest, man, I know a lot. I don't think Luke Richardson's all to blame, but he has to take some blame, and unfortunately, when things don't work out, the coach is always the first one to go. I also think Kyle Davidson might be on the hot seat. I don't know. I like Kyle Davidson. I like what he's done. But at the same time, when you get the number 1 overall pick in the draft and you get to pick a generational talent like Connor Bedard, is that really good GMing or is that called luck? Right? To me, you get Connor Bedard. Okay, now what do you do with that? What pieces do you get to make sure that we can build a good foundation for Bedard? And the truth is, we have not done shit. The team sucks. Honestly, it seems like Bedard still has no good linemen to play with. It just seems like the young guys are still so far away. I like Frank Nazar. I like him a lot, but it just seems like the young guys are still 2-3 years away. And it's a right now league, right? I don't know. I kind of feel happy that Luke Richardson's gone, but at the same time, I feel bad for him because I actually did like Luke Richardson, especially the first season we had him. I thought Luke Richardson was a good coach. I think he's not a bad coach. I just think that, look what he has to work with, right? You can't really judge him. I still think Luke Richardson should get another opportunity, but I also felt like Luke Richardson was not the guy to take us out of this rebuild. I kind of knew that last year because there's too many games where I look at this team and it's like, bro, you got to at least put some effort in. I get that you're trying to lose on purpose, but, especially this season, we should not be this bad with all the pieces we got and stuff, and we still suck. So Luke Richardson's going to be the one to go. I wonder who we get first. I was hoping that we got Jim Montgomery. When Jim Montgomery was fired by Boston, I was really hoping that the Hawks would decide to get Jim Montgomery. I don't know who we get. Who's available that's a good coach? I just hope that we take our time because, honestly, we don't want Connor Bedard to go through a shit ton of coaches like McDavid did and etc. All these guys. We don't want that, bro. I don't think it's smart to have so many coaches come in and out. It's not good for development. We should just take our time. I say let Andres Sorensen be the interim coach for the entire season. Take some time and try to find the right coach for this team because we really need to get a good coach. I don't think the Hawks are going to bring back Joe Quenneville, but it's insane. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Kyle Davidson. I think Kyle Davidson is on the hot seat, if I'm being honest. I think Kyle Davidson needs to take some accountability. I mean, this is the roster he built, right? I mean, Kyle Davidson, what have you done? I look at San Jose, bro, and I get so jealous because the Sharks bring in Malcolm Sabrini, and they've already had such a good season. It seems like they're having a lot of fun over there in the Bay Area, and you look at us, and we're in the second year of this Bedard era, and it just feels like it's worse than year one. I don't understand. I hope that we start making some. We simply just need to be fucking better, man. Like, we cannot go through. I don't know. I'm probably just end this video, man. It's been pretty disappointing. I mean, the Bears just fired, their coach. So hopefully these coaching fire leads to some good play. But let me know what you guys think, Hawks fans. What y'all thoughts on this? I think it's a good move, but again, I do feel bad for Richardson.